A Japanese calligrapher and a French animator meet during a lantern festival in Kyoto. The two start working on a magical short film together. Their illustrations come to life, guiding them through a past-life love story hidden in the brushstrokes. Departing from his hometown of Lyon, France, Antoine, an aspiring animator, travels to Japan to attend the Gion Matsuri, the Gion Festival in Kyoto. During the festival, he meets Mizuho, a talented calligrapher who also loves animation. They instantly connect and become friends. When Mizuho learns that Antoine is visiting from France, she invites him to check out a small gallery in the Pont Alley, where a friend of hers is showcasing some paintings. The friend is absent, so Mizuho and Antoine are left alone in the nearly empty gallery. As they get to know each other, Antoine takes out his sketchbook and starts drawing Mizuho. She blushes, embarrassed by the sudden request, but eventually agrees to let him draw her. She then takes out a calligraphy brush and begins writing in her own sketchbook. "Your eyes, your nose, your mouth," she says, tracing the contours of Antoine's face. As Cedoblewaritz closes her eyes, and her strokes become more frenzied, she opens her eyes, startled by the intensity of her own emotions. "I'm sorry," she says to Antoine, embarrassed at having exposed herself so much. "No, it's okay," he says, taken aback by her beauty and the mysterious aura she exudes. He looks at his sketchbook and realizes that her words have formed a perfect outline of his face. He then picks up a paintbrush and begins painting me. She watches him intently, mesmerized by his every move. The next day, Antoine and Mizuho meet up again and they decide to work on the paintings from the night before. Antoine's painting of Mizuho comes to life and she steps out of the canvas, taking Antoine by surprise. Equally astonished, Mizuho watches as her calligraphy brush seems to move on its own, creating a vivid image of Antoine. Overjoyed at this unexpected turn of events, they decide to make a short film together, combining Antoine's animation skills with Mizuho's calligraphy. The paintings seem to have a life of their own, moving and breathing, almost as if they have a mind of their own. As the film progresses, Antoine and Mizuho begin to uncover the mystery of the paintings. They realize that they are not just works of art, but portals to another time, another place. Through these paintings, they are able to travel back in time and experience the world as it was centuries ago. In one scene, they find themselves in a traditional Japanese garden surrounded by cherry blossoms. They walk hand in hand, lost in the beauty of the moment, when suddenly they hear a woman's voice. The voice is ethereal, otherworldly, and it seems to be calling out to them. They follow the sound of the voice and come across a small pond. In the middle of the pond is a beautiful woman sitting on a rock. She looks up at them and smiles. And in that moment, Antoine and Mizuho feel a deep sense of connection with her. They don't know who she is or how she got there, but they know that she is important. important to them. With the help of the woman, Antoine and Mizuho are able to unlock the secrets of the paintings. They discover that the paintings are actually memories, fragments of a past life that they lived together. In that past life, Antoine was a French painter who traveled to Japan to study the art of calligraphy. He falls in love with a Japanese calligrapher named Mizuho, and together they create beautiful works of art. But their love is forbidden, and they are forced to part ways. When Antoine dies, his spirit is reincarnated into the body of a French animator named Antoine, and Mizuho's spirit is reincarnated into the body of a Japanese calligrapher named Mizuho. They meet again in the present day, and with the help of the woman from the painting, they are able to remember their past life together. They realize that their love is destined to be, and they embrace each other, knowing that they have found the one they were meant to be with. In the end, Antoine and Mizuho decide to stay in Japan together.